In a moment heavy with tension, Anton, once driven by vengeance, reaches across the table, making a choice that would forever alter the course of their lives. In the silence that follows, the fragments of their past ambitions lay scattered, representing not just a business deal, but the fragile connection of humanity that had emerged amidst the chaos. As the weight of their shared burdens fills the room, both Alona and Anton find themselves standing at the crossroads of revenge and redemption, the air thick with the promise of a different future. In that fleeting moment, Anton's heart breaks free from the icy grip of vengeance, replaced by a resolve to help Alona navigate the dire circumstances she faces for her child. With a tentative yet resolute gesture, Anton offers Alona not just his assistance but a chance at redemption, as they both step into uncharted territory, united by a shared purpose. In that solemn handshake, the boundaries of betrayal begin to dissolve, paving the way for an unexpected partnership driven by hope and the will to overcome life's harshest challenges. As they delve into the depths of the project, a renewed sense of purpose ignites between them, transforming their shared struggle into a collaborative effort rooted in resilience and determination. In this collaborative spirit, the lines of their past conflicts blur, replaced by a shared vision that not only aims to save a project but also to revive their lost humanity in the process. With each presentation, a renewed hope takes flight as Anton and Alona passionately share their vision, transforming past wounds into a driving force for success and healing. As Alona steps into her power, the air crackles with possibility, signaling not just the revival of Veritas but the renaissance of their intertwined lives, moving forward from shadows into the light. In that pivotal moment, the tides begin to turn, and with each approving nod from the audience, Alona and Anton realize that their collaborative spirit not only has the potential to save a project, but also to rewrite their destinies. Amidst the applause, the weight of their past begins to lift, replaced by a sense of triumph, symbolizing not just victory for the Veritas project, but a profound personal transformation for both Alona and Anton. As they step into the bustling world beyond, the air is filled with a sense of camaraderie and shared purpose, marking the beginning of a new chapter driven by hope, resilience, and the promise of brighter days ahead. In that heartfelt embrace, the bonds of trust and friendship solidify, reminding them both that through compassion and collaboration they can conquer even the greatest challenges life throws their way. As they share dreams and plans over coffee, the atmosphere buzzes with inspiration, marking a turning point not just for Veritas but for their lives intertwined, promising to uplift each other in their journeys ahead. In her newfound role as a mentor, Alona becomes a beacon of hope for others, her journey serving as a testament to resilience, while Anton supports her every step, united in their purpose to make a difference. As the night stretches on, their shared ambition burns brightly, illuminating the path forward for Veritas, reminding them that together they can achieve not only their personal dreams but also touch countless lives along the way. In that moment of celebration, the triumphs of their journey are shared with an entire team, reinforcing the idea that every victory is sweeter when achieved together, paving the way for even greater accomplishments. As they step onto the stage, their voices resonate with passion and authenticity, igniting a spark in the hearts of those listening, showing that adversity can lead to transformative change when faced with courage and collaboration. In this interactive moment, the dialogue flows freely, weaving a tapestry of inspiration and hope, as Alona and Anton share not just their successes but the lessons learned along the way. As Alona stands on that stage, bathed in the spotlight of recognition, it symbolizes not only her individual triumph but also the cumulative power of their partnership in transforming challenges into opportunities. In that moment of celebration beneath the stars, the weight of their past dissipates, replaced by the promise of a vibrant future, bound by shared victories and an unwavering commitment to their mission. As they guide others through the intricacies of entrepreneurship, Alona and Anton create a ripple effect of empowerment, illustrating that growth is best achieved when shared within a supportive community. In that serene moment under the open sky, they find solace in each other's company, grounding their ambitions in the joy of life and the meaningful connections they've nurtured along their transformational path. As they gather around the table, the energy pulses with shared ambition, illustrating how every voice matters in their quest to innovate and uplift their community through the ongoing evolution of Veritas. In this moment of outreach, Alona and Anton embodied the spirit of giving back, showing that their journey is not just about personal success, but about forging a brighter future for others who strive for a better life. As they take the stage together, their voices resonate with authenticity and purpose, forging a connection that transcends their individual experiences, igniting a spirit of perseverance in all who listen. In this joyous celebration, the spirit of community shines brightly, symbolizing not only the success of Veritas, but also the enduring friendships and partnerships forged through their collective efforts. As mentors, Alona and Anton ignite a spark of possibility in their mentees, emphasizing that every setback can be a stepping stone to future success, strengthening the bond of community and hope. Alona stared at me, utterly bewildered, her mind unable to process the scene. "The money is already transferred to your account," I said, my voice surprisingly steady. "Take it, all of it. No conditions, no strings attached. Save your daughter." Her confusion was a physical force in the room. "Anton, I don't understand. The contract." "My name isn't Anton," I said, the weight of the confession pressing down on me. I met her gaze, forcing myself to hold it. "I am Artyom, the man you ruined. I came here to destroy you." I braced myself for the explosion, for the fury, the screaming, the justified hatred. I expected her to throw the shredded contract in my face, to call me a monster. But the reaction never came. Instead, a single tear traced a path down her cheek, followed by another. Then she broke. The sobs that racked her body were silent, full of a grief so profound it was terrifying. When she could finally speak, her voice was a ragged whisper. "I'm so sorry, Artyom." The story tumbled out of her, a torrent of long-buried guilt and fear. She hadn't acted out of greed. When Sophia's diagnosis had come, the medical bills were astronomical. Our startup was struggling, and my focus was entirely on the next breakthrough. She saw no other way. The competitor offered her a sum that could save her daughter's life, a sum I couldn't have matched, even if I'd sold my soul. She had chosen her child's life over my dream, and the guilt had been eating her alive ever since. She had expected my hatred, had lived with it as her penance. My grand revenge had turned into something I could never have anticipated. There, in that sterile office, surrounded by the scraps of my failed vengeance, we were just two broken people shattered by the same chain of events. The line between victim and villain blurred into irrelevance. That evening, I didn't go home to my empty apartment. I went with her to the hospital. We sat in the waiting room, two souls who had hit rock bottom, finding a strange, painful solace in each other's shared wreckage. We had chosen to climb out, not by pushing the other down, but by offering a hand. Sophia's surgery was a success. The little girl, with her mother's eyes, recovered, her laughter filling the rooms that once echoed with only worry and silence. Alona and I, bound by our painful past and the fragile hope of the future, did something we never thought possible. We started over. Not as partners in business, not yet, but as partners in rebuilding our humanity. We talked for hours, unraveling the knots of misunderstanding and pain. We forgave, not because the hurt was gone, but because we understood the weight each had been carrying. Sometimes the sweetest revenge is not destruction. It is the act of granting a chance for yourself to be human again, to choose compassion over cold justice, and a chance for the other to find happiness, to redeem themselves. I had planned to destroy her, to revel in her downfall, but in a twist of fate I could never have written, I ended up saving us both. And looking back at the man I was and the man I have become, I know with unwavering certainty that tearing up that contract was the best, the most profoundly human choice I have ever made. The ruins of our past became the foundation for something stronger, built not on ambition or fear, but on a second chance, hard-won and infinitely precious.